the turn of the last century, many young Hoosier women were being educated in Indianapolis by one of the most foremost international suffragettes, May Wright Sewall. In 1901, a group of 8 fast friends at the school, led by Burl Showers of Bloomington, formed a secret society.
We could call it a society, not just a club. A proper one!
It was a society to be based on friendship and kindness, and all 8 of the friends were charged with taking the new Kappa 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 sorority back to their home communities. Who among these smart, kind, and organized students believed they would live to see their group grow to hundreds of thousands of Hoosier women in the decades ahead? From border to border in Indiana, who could have foretold the immeasurable impact these women would continue to have on their communities and the state well into the 21st century? With kindness and friendship prevailing, Tri Kappa still stands on its 3 pillars: charity, culture, and education. For 125 years, Tri Kappas have supported charities both in their home communities and statewide. At the leading edge of supporting Riley Hospital for Children at its founding, Tri Kappa was honored as part of the 2024 inaugural class of the Riley Noble Society.
Oh, I feel Tri Kappa documentary. Our association with Riley Hospital is something that's near and dear to all our hearts. It's what Tri Kappa is known for. My chapter happened to be the first chapter to contribute to Riley Hospital. To see what is transpiring now at Riley and knowing that we've been a part of that since the very first day, it's something that impacts all of Indiana, and it's Tri Kappa that helps with that.
Over the decades, the sorority stepped up to meet the needs the founders could not have anticipated, from its first endorsement of a mental health program to the establishment of a deeply meaningful memorial program whose proceeds go to the student emergency funds of Indiana colleges and universities.
We had a scholarship endowment for a long, long time, but no fine arts or philanthropy endowment. And I thought the members should have a choice. They could contribute to education or charity or culture. So during my term, we did the endowment for the fine arts and philanthropy, and I'm very proud of that.
We sort of hit charity and philanthropy, and fine arts is a big area for us. And I think it's so impressive. Back in 1975, I think it was, Margaret Hayes, former council president, had our whole art collection moved to Rose-Hulman. Our collection was going around and getting wear and tear, but it's worth quite a bit. The fact that Brown County is asking to use it, the Indiana State Museum is asking to use our collection because it's a lot of old historic artists.
Over the decades, at both the state and local levels, Tri Kappas steadfastly awarded millions of dollars in scholarship money to deserving students. From middle school students making the honor roll to college graduate students preparing to change the world, the sorority has provided both motivation and unwavering support. Each term, the new council president can choose a worthy cause she asks her sisters to support statewide.
I asked everybody across the state to help their veterans, male and female alike. When we were done, we had enough money to provide a veteran a dog for therapy. We were able to give a veteran an honor flight. And then I think the other money just went to a veteran's home for necessary supplies. But I was pretty proud that the girls took that initiative.
I was very proud of having the food insecurity helps to fight food insecurity initiative. I think Janet kind of started some of that for me. Of course, she was right before me with her service hours, that she wanted chapters to track their service hours. And so then following on that, I wanted them to try to do the Help Fight Food Insecurity initiative.
Over 100 years and more, change is inevitable. Even our founders witnessed this in their lifetime, yet Tri Kappa leaders continue to step forward with thoughtful adaptations, especially when it comes to technology.
And during my term, we instigated the chapter emails. And so that was really big. However, it took maybe 10 years for the chapters to kind of get the hang of having the chapter emails. But that started, we wanted to go paperless. So that was the beginning of starting to go paperless by being able to send information out via email.
I'm still not connected to email. Sorry.
When I was council president, we took the original website and brought it forward with technology. And the biggest thing I was proud of that we added to the website when we did it during my term was you can click on any county in the state of Indiana and find the chapter and get their email. So it's easy to connect people together with new chapters, other chapters, very simply just by looking them up on that map.
The thing I'm most proud of during my term was the digital R7 file. We had tried for years and years to figure out how to make that work, and Lori's husband was gracious enough to spend lots and lots of time and not charge us to put that all together and get that app up and working.
I remember trying to tape Chris for the website for the welcome as a president and council president. She was supposed to just give a little thank you for checking out Tri Kappa type of message on the website. And Lynn had done it so professionally, like 2 takes, and Lynn was done. Diane Trout Cummins did it in like 2 takes when her term she was done. Chris, I think it took us maybe 12. She just started laughing.
But where there is work, there is fun as well.
We were doing our 12-week road trip, and my fellow PO sisters and I were at one of the province conventions up in northern Indiana. I don't remember the city at this point. I remember we got to laughing and cutting up about one of the presentations or something that was said at lunch. And we had served under Julie Reeder, and Sue Christman sort of gave Julie Reeder about, you need to get your girls in line about our little merriment.
My PO sisters, we have sort of the same type of thing where we keep track of every time we're together, if there's 3 or more. And I was counting it up for this. We've been together, it's been 35 years, but we've done things for 147 times.
Oh my goodness.
There's a network of us ready to give at any moment to whatever our state needs and our sisters need. When we traveled 12 weekends in a row, every other year, we made multiple contacts and lots of nights building relationships. But now I feel like I could travel anywhere in Indiana, and if my car breaks down, I have someone I can call.
I may have gone to the first convention of this group, because my first convention pretty much right out of college was Margaret Hayes's convention in French Lick. And I still remember seeing Margaret, that there she was at the podium, and she was so professional and she was such a lady. Wow. And walking into the ballroom, and how can there be this? We have a little town and a little chapter. How could there be this many Tri Kappas? But yes, there are.
You know, that was my favorite convention, and my first convention was your convention, Debbie. That was the 100-year celebration, right? And I remember just feeling amazed, and it was overwhelming when you walked in that room and 1,000 women were singing our song, and it just brought everybody together, and I was sold on Tri Kappa then.
When you come to state convention and you see people from all over the state, different ages, different backgrounds, and learn what other chapters do and what all we do at the state level, I think people have a new sense of appreciation for what we stand for. And the big thing I see is, you know, we create an environment where we can teach women to be leaders and do it in a non-threatening environment. And I feel like that's a great opportunity that we provide to our members.
And the future is open to Tri Kappas.
When I was chapter president 12 years ago, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And I was wondering how I was going to make it all work. How was I going to fulfill my responsibility? How was I going to handle everything? And they just swooped in and said, we've got this. You do what you can do. When you need to step aside, we're here for you. That's what Tri Kappa has been to me, is just that second family. I think membership is what I'm feeling extremely passionate about. And how do we get our message out? How do we get our message out to the younger generation, these women that are in their 30s, 20s too, I don't mean to not add them, 30s, 40s. How do we get our message out? How do we show them what we do can enhance their lives? Pearl is close by at the cemetery. I know right where her resting spot is. If I could talk to Pearl, and first of all, just express my gratitude for what these young women did. That's amazing at the time period that they were in. I think I would just say, we're grateful to you. This is what we're doing. We're resilient. We're persistent. We come from hardy stock. You have raised us well, and we're just trying to plug along. So all the work you did 125 years ago, we can continue that. So 125 more years down the road, you're going to look at us and be proud of what we're doing, and that we're representing you and the other founders well.
Our purpose, strong and true, remains to bring women into close, unselfish relationships for the promotion of charity, culture, and education. It is our history, our present, and our future. Tri Kappa Sorority.